think it's worked, Gem.
Apparently.
I think, but it was a little slow. I know how it feels. We're all allowed that, aren't we, every now and then? Good morning, how are you? It is Textile Tuesday here at Natasha Makes. And we are making today the... Okay, Gemma, how did this happen?
Yes.
Block 9.
I know. It's flown by.
Block 9 of the block of the month. That one there.
It's very beautiful.
It is the bamboo, it is the centre.
I love this one.
It's gorgeous, isn't it?
Although we did think it was a bonsai block. So, soz to SJ, who wrote bonsai block in the newsletter.
Oh, did she?
Yeah. Yeah, because that's what you told everyone it was. Because it's got a lovely bonsai tree on it.
It looks like a very small tree.
So I have tagged this with bonsai and tree. So anyone who types words bonsai, tree or bamboo in should be able to find this block any second when I press go.
That we should know by now that I am no... what's his name? Percy Thrower.
If you don't know me,
all of that. Gemma's in fine voice this morning. We have you guys cracked into the cake yet?
No.
What do you mean no?
No, I'm not
Inga
caking.
keeps looking at it.
I know, she's like Bruce Bogtrotter. We'll go in later and she'll have chocolate all around her mouth.
So it was Gemma's birthday on Saturday and it's Inga's birthday today. They need a very, very big happy birthday to the pair of them. Where are your cards from?
They were in. I put them in here last week.
They were on the table. Then John
dropped
Cole
in.
Morgan tied it up.
Yeah, John. Where'd you put him, John?
Yeah, John.
John's with us. He says, "Is Gemma happy with my gift on her desk?" John, he left me some rubbish.
He did. So the very first time that John ever met Gemma, he used her Louis Vuitton bag as a bin.
As a bin.
Accidentally.
As a bin. 20 years I waited for that bag.
And John just throws rubbish in it.
Yeah.
So because Gemma wasn't here yesterday, he left her a lovely little gift of rubbish to go in her bag.
Here's me thinking it was going to be an actual gift.
Do you know what? I don't think we'll ever grow up.
I'm not going to lie, I was half expecting it to be like a tied up ham after I commented just before Christmas that some of this spindly underwear that people buy, I'd look like a tied up joint of pork or a Christmas ham. I did expect he might have brought me a...
Wow. And how would Guy feel about that?
Oh, I'd just laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, neither of us take ourselves seriously.
We've got Lynn and Lorraine with us this morning. Good morning. And Heather, good morning. And Rebecca, morning ladies. Still waiting for my wisteria block kit to arrive. Is the fabric back in stock yet?
We've had all the fun in all the world with this.
We're
very sorry. There have been various alternative options that have been pulled together along the way for some of the blocks.
I think they did finally go out.
It depends which fabric we're waiting for on that particular one. Gaynor will be able to advise us after the show, so we can...
Gaynor is in charge of blocks.
She is. She's taken
that. That is a really evil laugh, John Cole Morgan.
I know.
Yes. But honestly, it will be on its way to you very, very soon. But yes, apologies if anybody is waiting. It's just, when we first put all of these blocks together and we put together the plan for every fabric that we'd used, every supplier assured us they had everything that we could ever possibly need and they would not run out of it because
Mostly men actually made us these promises. They made us these promises and then didn't deliver.
Didn't deliver?
No.
Gosh.
Rude.
Morning, Kirsty. She says, welcome back, Gemma. Throwing it down here today. It's throwing it down everywhere. Morning, Lo. Morning, Jojo. John says, happy birthday, Inga and Gemma.
Cheers.
It's in the trolley to your left. I don't have a trolley to my left.
Oh, brilliant.
What trolley?
He means to the left of us looking at you and to your right, I think, because that's a trolley.
But it's not in
Oh.
there.
John.
I don't know.
You've been on the gin, John.
It also had that strip of the word that you made him say. And we couldn't say it yesterday because he'd moved it. It was all out on the desk ready and then he was super, super organised.
John.
Yeah. Barbara says, good morning from a wet and windy Preston. And Debbie says, happy birthday, ladies. Cheers. And Oro says, morning. And Jan's there, and Elizabeth's there. Happy birthday, Inga and Gemma. The long and the short of it today is welcome back, Gemma. Good morning, ladies, says Margaret.
Mostly short. Mostly the short.
Mainly short, yes. If you had been in my... You've been in, my friend. Well, next time. Yes. I think John is scheming. Morning, Steph. Morning, Annette. Morning, Sylv. Welcome back to Gemma. Morning, Donna. Morning, Diane. Morning, Sean. Morning, Sue. Morning, Lo. I'm going to have to behave today. So busy at work. Oh, Lo.
Oh, I thought it was because she was in trouble with the Facebook police or something.
No. Actual work. Getting, in the way. Morning, Jane. My fab oh dear ladies came yesterday. Love them. Oh, good. Yeah, so there I was watching yesterday Inga and Jane do this. It's like a velvet dance, Gemma.
Oh,
where
nice.
they cut the velvet, because it comes on these great, well, you've seen the great big rolls, haven't you, that they come on?
Yep.
And so it's a two-handed job to cut them, like really cut them really well. What are you doing?
Just do you know when I'm subtly doing something, you just need to not comment?
I know, but
I'm mathsing something.
Oh, you're mathsing?
Yes.
It looked like you were doing some strange 1990s dance move.
No, I'm doing that thing
Big
you
fish, little fish,
promised me
cardboard
faithfully
box.
I wouldn't have to do.
Oh, what, maths?
Yeah, maths
Yeah,
thing.
okay.
Yeah.
Morning, Natasha, Gemma and everyone. Miserable day here in Howard. So today's show will brighten my day. Oh, Ali, we do hope so. It's on the trolley to your right, Natasha, and to Gemma's left. There's nothing on there, John. There's nothing on there.
He's quite mad.
It's not there.
Am I going to have to come and ramage?
Don't know. Is it on your desk? Did it go back on your desk?
No,
It's on my desk.
And the annoying thing is that I started to open the envelope when it first arrived and went, it's birthday card.
Yes.
And I sealed it back up again. Inga didn't. She had a good old nose.
Yeah. Where is Inga's? Has she still got hers?
They were both together, I
They were
think.
Good morning, Leslie. She says, good morning all. Time for a quiet sit down and watch today instead of the house. No, inside the house. Instead of
the house.
my lodge bass. I don't understand what that is. The weather is getting nasty outside. What's a lodge bass? Where's
John
that
did
typo?
tuck something underneath the table where the ironing pad is and said to remember where it was. I can't remember what it was, though, says Sylv.
Oh, Sylv.
Eagle-eyed Sylv.
Well done, Sylv.
Underneath it.
No, not there.
No.
Morning, Billy. Morning, Heidi. Oh, she's in sunny Cyprus. That's it. Rub it in as we can just hear the rain. Myra says you were missed. Welcome back, Gemma. Hope you and your family are all better now.
Aww.
Oh, yeah, of course, because you've been away for ages as well. I forget this because she came in. But actually, no, you have been away with your daughter having the vid.
She did. I did come in at the end of last week twice on my 2 days off. Because I'd got my birthday on Saturday. I
didn't ask.
Thursday and Friday off, and I just popped in a couple of times. And that's why I've put them in here, the cards.
Yes, yes.
But,
Lo
no.
says me.
I was
in
not
trouble.
poorly.
Never. And Sue
She's
says,
always
I
in
made
trouble.
a bag by Baffa with some Lisa, but didn't know how to share it with you ladies. Sue, you share it on our Community Makes page, which is on our Facebook. No, not on our Facebook page. It's on our website page, which is www.natashamakes.com.
And you click the Community Makes tab and you press the button.
There, just
And upload.
Just there.
Yeah.
Just there. Just there. Hey Margaret, hello Maureen, hello from a hot and humid evening that is making my hands too sweaty to hand sew. We have to do this on a cooler evening.
Not in the UK.
Huh?
Not in the UK.
No, she's not in the
No.
UK. She's in Australia, so she can get it straight from Lisa.
Lovely Lisa.
Morning, Colette. Sue's telling Lo to watch out because her halo would choke her.
Oh, okay.
Oh. Well, I mean,
Lovely.
only because it slipped a bit. Morning, Geraldine. Long time since I've been able to watch live. I'm normally working in a morning, but I'm in this afternoon today. Oh, there you go. Perfect. Oh, we've got that. Oh, yeah, it's hidden. Oh, oops, should say my lodge as the weather is nasty. That makes more sense, Leslie. I'm going to be honest. That makes more sense.
Thanks for the clarification.
Yay! Yeah, so the cards are clearly in a very safe space. Yes.
Oh, and I haven't seen mine. I just got a glimpse and went, oh, I'm so excited. We need to give clarity on the
Oh,
card.
no, hang on a minute. The big envelope with Gemma's name on, I put on her desk.
Oh, okay, hang on then. I mean, after I've been off for as long as I have. Or
Your
at
desk is
home.
like this. It's just a mountain.
So horrific.
It's like it's kind of like, is it Jenga, where you have to like pull the sticks out without everything falling down?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
But
bit like that
worse.
if you want to get anything off Gemma's desk when she's been away for a bit. It's a fun game. We all like to play it. Morning, Jane. Pouring with rain here. Just back from food shopping and stuffing the essential bits in the fridge and the freezer. Now coffee. Do you know what, Gemma? I forgot to bring a new thing of butter this morning, so I could only have one coffee.
Oh.
I know.
And you need to explain that because most people will go, butter in your coffee. They'll be thinking you've got that wrong.
No, I have a butter coffee.
I'm just going to mute and see if I can go and find the card.
Okay, go on. Yeah, no, it's amazing. Look up Bulletproof Coffee. It's phenomenal and it sees me through the day. It's just awesome. Good morning, Natasha, Gemma. Great to hear you. Great to hear, Gemma. And it was great to see John yesterday. Looking forward to the final block. Keep up the great work, guys. Yay! John got home from his Zune sessions last night to Love Heart cupcakes. Well, that is just perfect. We've got Joy, who's here in Jamestown in South Australia. No, butter and coffee isn't bad. I also put in coconut oil and a bit of maple syrup. Blend it and it's the frothiest, creamiest thing you will ever drink. And it is beautiful, really beautiful. And it just keeps me full till lunchtime. Right, should we have a look then at this block? So, instructions as usual, we will print for you on our beautiful paper one-sided so that you can then go to the back and do the usual thing. I do this from... she's got them! She's got them! She's got them! That's why you've got your leggings on so you can run today. This is a la... Oh, which show was it? It's the BBC morning thing, wasn't it? This is what started this off.
It used to be, didn't it, on the children's TV that
was it
people
CBeebies or something, and you'd send in your cards.
I've got a missed call from John. So sorry, didn't realise. Did you find it? I found them, John.
Found
But
it.
you not. But yeah, you used to have that bit, didn't you, where they had all the, and it's birthdays. Going to do the birthdays, and people would make a lovely big card, homemade card, and send it in.
Happily, our queen of big card making, who is probably at Morrison's as we speak,
Yes.
has made you
I know. A birthday card, Lord.
dash hounds.
I know.
It's almost like she knows the sort of dogs that you have and love.
Close up, I feel.
Okay,
Close up, I feel.
Oh, blimey. All right then. Oh, look. Look at that.
So cute. And
To Gemma, the
laundry
shenanigator. I mean, I can't lie. Wishing you a wonderful birthday. Lots of love, Karen. Up here in sunny Wigan. Is it sunny though today, Karen? Is it? So Gemma, that's your card.
Karen, I'm thrilled with it. Thank you so much.
I'm going to hand that back to you.
Thank you so much.
So you can put it on your desk.
Cheers.
And everyone can just get
And it
shocked
looks like
with my-
Susie. It looks just like
Just
my
like
naughty
Susie.
Susie, who spends a lot of time in the laundry pile because she is quite naughty.
Clean or dirty?
Dirty, loves them. And she steals Megan's pants. It's awful. She loves a pair of pants. It's a Dachshund thing, you know.
No, it's a dog thing.
Yeah.
Eric used to. Once upon a time, I used to run a laser fat removal
did?
company. Yeah, and
In the list of things you've done.
yeah. And yeah, that one took John by surprise when I did my interview for his little podcast.
Oh,
thing.
really?
Yeah. He's like, hang on, you did what now? How did I not know this? And do you still have the machine? I don't still have the machine. I don't. It was a great machine. It was a really great machine. But yeah, and Eric just used to go through the laundry, and he'd run up and down in front of the window outside the salon, parading various bras and pants and everything else in front of all of my clients. It's like, oh no, the shame.
Yes.
So yeah.
It's fabulous.
At least with a small dog, if they run up and down in front of the window, you're not going to see.
No, you're not.
Whereas
No.
a 12 stone of Eric
But Susie goes
parading
through.
around.
She goes through and she specifically choose Megan's. So pick them out.
So
Pick them out.
Margot, my other Dane, she likes my bras, and she likes to chew them. It's like she's the biggest feminist
It's
dog.
not cheap either, is it, a bra?
It is not. She had a brand new one the other day.
Oh no.
Kissed goodbye to 50 quid. Just like that. Just like that. Oh, this is lovely. This is for Inga.
Oh, is it a gardening one?
It is a gardening one. Do you want to see the gardening one?
Appropriate.
Look at that. She's so clever. Ba ba ba.
Gorgeous.
Well, it's got a bird on there.
Aww.
Very lovely. So that's our happy birthday cards this morning.
Just lovely.
You have had others as well, to be fair.
Yes.
But they're not like the big
But
show on
these are
TV
the-
type
yeah,
ones.
No.
No.
Exactly.
Right. So, as we jolly well, hang on. I'm going to put that there. Oh, so I was about to dump that down there. No one will notice. So, as we have had this week and actually last Wednesday as well, we've had some fabrics at really special prices, so that you can have them as backings for quilts. Now, I couldn't quite match the £4.77 that we've had yesterday for the cave, but we do have some Lisa Chandler on at a very, 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 very good price. We are waiting for, I've got to get my next order in for the mill to come straight from Japan. So we are running low on a lot of Lisa Chandler stuff.
We are.
And I keep asking her, have we got this? Have we got? She's like, not until the print run's done. Not until the print run's done.
So it's not just that we're being,
no,
lax on
No.
that, everyone.
no. It's just,
We want the Lisa as much
Yeah.
as you do.
We all want the Lisa. So if you would like to, now, 3 meters of this would back this quilt.
Beautiful.
And we've put it on a really special price. But when it's gone, at this price, it's gone. Like
Yes.
that's it.
Yes.
That is it. The end.
The end.
I don't know
Full
where
stop.
my voice has gone today.
I'm not sure either.
I don't know.
You sound like Siri in low power mode.
I sound like what?
Siri in low power mode on the iPhone.
Does Siri go into a funny voice?
She goes really like she's underwater, all like muffled
Does
and a
she?
bit like she's, been out on the pop, had a
Oh.
late night.
I have not been out on the pop.
No.
Right, here we go. Now, this is the project panel. And it's sold in 60 centimetre increments.
This
Okay,
one
so
is.
this is because then you get a full pattern repeat. So it looks more, but you're getting more.
It does look like it's
It's-
more
yeah.
price-wise, but it
Yeah.
is. It's
But it's not.
exactly the same.
Yeah. And then the last one that we thought would look rather fabulous.
It would look stunning.
And the thing is,
These are decadent as well. Look at the gold and
you
the
know how Kate
metallic.
says the back of the quilt should be as gorgeous as
Yeah.
the front.
Yeah, yeah,
Do you know what? You don't even have to back this quilt with it.
No.
You can just have it
yeah.
and do whatever you want with. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not going to come and check.
Not gonna
The
go-
quilt police are banging on your door. Did you use that for your quilt backing like you promised?
Oh,
It's not going to happen, is it?
John's got his stack and whack eyes on. He says that black and gold fabric also makes an amazing stack and whack.
We, yes. Yes, it does.
See?
There's no two ways about that.
He's a
Absolutely
wise man.
does.
Shopping with purpose.
Well, that's just it, isn't it?
Seizes
You might not know
opportunities.
what it is yet, but I mean, this just makes the most beautiful backing fabric because it's got such interest.
But also makes a lovely chatelaine.
It does make the gorgeous chatelaines. And if you've got the chatelaine projects, I'll show you the chatelaines in just 1 minute. So the chatelaine, we've done a show on. We've done lots of. It's all of
Yeah,
these
more than one.
thingies because they go around your neck, and then the book cover and the pincushion, all the things, right?
That's the pattern that keeps on giving and the panel that keeps on giving, isn't it?
Panel that keeps on giving. Yes, it really does, and also just looks great as a bag.
Yeah.
I've had it in a bag. We had the bag on the set.
Mm.
It looks great as a bag. It also looks. What else have we done with it? We've used it in quilts. We've used
We
it for
have.
lots of different
Yeah, we
things.
have.
It's been rather fabulous. Now, your kit today is going to look a little something like this. So we have given you something a little sparkly. Ooh, right for the centre bit. These. It's going to be sparkle, 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 sparkle. Okay. Then you've got your tree bits. Dink, dink, dink. You've got your background, obviously, the black. And then you have got 4 different shades of green. Let me say grey. Green. For you to pick as you wish.
Fabulous.
With a little bit of sparkly Lisa in there too. So this is quite a decadent central one. But again, which colours you use, entirely up to you. Entirely. You might want to use some of your other fabrics and, save that for another day. So first things first, and we start these always from the very beginning, just in case anyone is joining us new. Because what did we promise with these? We promised that they would be Oh, hang on a minute. We promised that they would be entire kits in their own right. Didn't we, Gemma?
We did.
So what that means is that if you are buying them as a standalone, it will absolutely work. Absolutely work. Because some of you I know would just want this as a cushion. So you want to join up.
Make a lovely cushion.
Make a gorgeous cushion or bag front or anything like that. That's the thing. And of course, if you want, there's always enough fabric in for two, apart from the black. So if you can always order some extra black. So piece your pattern together. That is the first thing. There we go. What?
Oh, Margaret's just told the most gorgeous story.
About what?
Said she had a bad habit of not shutting her underwear drawer until her cat climbed in there and had her kittens.
Oh!
So she and the kittens got moved to the box and all of her underwear got washed. A week later, she came home and she'd left the house in a rush again with the drawer open, and she came home to find that the cat and kittens were in the drawer again.
Again
Liked it there, Margaret.
That's it, isn't it? They absolutely
They
did.
chose their spot.
Now I have just done that into quarters, and again, we do this with every block.
Find the
Now,
middle.
kind of your sellotapey bit is kind of your that's your halfway mark there. And then if you want to just mark off your quarters there, it doesn't need to be kind of like all the way through, but it's just to give you an idea, just to show, because then you're going to... Where is my voice?
Where have I left it?
I don't know. But it would be quite nice if it came back. So then your backing fabric, your background fabric, this black fabric into quarters. If you want to give it a quick spritzy spritz, then do, to really impress that that quarter, those quarter marks. And then you'll just always know to line your pattern up like that. So we do this every month. But again, these are standalone. So if you're just joining us for the first time and going, oh, that's rather lovely. Now, Gemma, we had a list of lovely people that said that they would be very willing to help.
We did.
To do our blocks, because I have been tardy and not got them out. So today's job after the show is to get our blocks of the month out to those people that happily said they would help us stitch, which is jolly, jolly good of you. Right, so we can then line up all of our marks and we know that we are good to go. Okay, do not trim this back, keep this big, it's all good. Now, there are, in your instructions, as ever, it's very well put together, your order of applique. Please, 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 actually read these and do it in that order. Yes, yes, yes?
RTFI. Read the flipping instructions.
RTFI?
Yeah.
Oh, is that a
I
thing?
say it to Guy all the time.
Oh, do you?
Yeah. Because
Oh.
he doesn't. 'Cause man.
I don't think I've been RTF'd by you before, which is unusual. And I probably deserve it. So you're going to apply the thin branches of the bamboo foliage. You may need to leave one hanging until the bamboo logs are on the left-hand side of the circle. Here we go, over here. That's fine. And then you apply the bamboo logs, which are these, here. Mm-hmm. And then you are going to apply the bonsai branches. Now, you see, I feel less bad about that because there is the word bonsai in here, right? Yeah. So these are the bonsai branches. Here we go. Apply the bonsai foliage. And then apply the leaves using numbers on the diagram as a guide. The leaves marked in with a dotted line are those to be made separately and tacked onto the block. If you are going to machine quilt this, leave those off until the very end. Anything that's hanging on this, leave off until the very end. okay, if you are going to machine quilt it. If you're going to hand quilt it, crack on. It's fine. Embellish as desired with stem and back stitch. Okay, add 3D leaves to the block. There we go. Can you hear that weather?
Biblical.
There's proper biblical weather happening out there. Come on, Noah.
Crikey.
Yeah, right. So let's just look. As stem stitch was just mentioned there, let's just have a look at what that's going to look like. Stem stitch here. Try and make it small. And what I would say is mark on where you want it to go. So if you want it to go round in a circle, then make sure that it's marked on there. So you're going to put your needle and try and make it small. I've done it sort of big to see. Put your needle in and then come halfway back towards where you were, and then you just want to pull that up. Now there's going to be it's going to overlap. Make sure your overlap is on the same side, always, and just follow that line. And you can, the smaller that you can make it, the better. And that's your stem stitch. Shall I do that on a closely close?
Oh yes.
Don't know if I can, but we'll give it a go. Is that okay for you? Shall we try it here? There we go. Are we in focus? Yeah, there we go. So you go in and come back part way and then pull through, and I'm making sure that this keeps to the right. Okay, so in. It's quite difficult at this angle to keep it small, but you will keep it small. Can we still see all right?
Yeah, well, I'm on a slight delay on this one. I could
and you can just see that's your stem stitch. The other one on this is back stitch. We all right with the back stitch? There we go. So that is your stem stitch, and that will embellish. Let me show you. These are all your stem stitches there, and you can just do back stitch. It's up to you. It's whatever you want to do. But mark it on. That would be what I would say. Mark it on because you want to get that beautiful effect there. Okay. Now, I want to show you a slightly different technique for the bamboos. Let's put that to one side because. Here are your bamboos. Ooh. So you can trace those off. Oh, you've got a question. Ooh. Go on then, Gemma.
Auntie Lizzie says,
Auntie Lizzie.
If we are doing this block sewing for you,
yes.
do we sew them on? I presume she means the bits you mentioned that you might not.
Oh yes, because I'll hand quilt it.
Okay. She's saying, is it going to be long armed? That was the question.
Oh no, it won't be long arm. No, it's going to be way too bumpy. Mm-hmm. So template plastic for your bamboos. Paper scissors at the ready, Gemma. If you want to use something a little bit finer, then do. Right, I have a slightly different technique for these than we normally do. Okay. Because Lisa tells us to, Gem. It's as simple as that. Mm-hmm. Well, she makes a suggestion. So if you have any H640, H630, anything like that, you might want to whip it out, Gem. Just, your scraps. Your leftover bits that I always say, don't get rid of those. Do not get rid of those.
And people think, so small. When am I ever going to use that?
Now, rather than cutting into a big bit.
Yes.
This is why I have a little box just in front of my desk here full of scraps of stuff like this.
Stabilisers and such.
It really does help. So, what we're then going to do is, now bear in mind, I want that this is the upside. So I want my glue dotty bit. Yeah. I'm going to draw around it. Now this is going to give these a little bit more floof. A little bit of floof.
All the technical terms today.
Yeah, absolutely. All the terms.
Who doesn't love a bit of extra floof?
No one I know. We just wouldn't be friends.
No.
It's as simple as that.
No. It's not just me, RTFI or RTFM, read the flipping manual. Margaret says in her 40 years working in IT, RTFM was said at least once a day.
Along with try turning it off and on again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now I'm going to the inside of that line, by the way, to get as close to how it should be. Okay.
And not using your best scissors.
Not using my best scissors. No, 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 no. And I'm using my glittery fabric for this. And so then I'm going to pop that on there, affix, using, yes. And then when that is on, I'm going to cut a seam allowance, quite a wide one actually. And this is kind of going to be needle turned. So if you need to like snip into any of those, then do. But they're quite well behaved ones. I would normally, Gem, get my little iron out for this. Now
the little iron's really helpful, isn't it?
it's really helpful because otherwise you might struggle a little bit, and you might want to snip into these and get all of those things out that you would normally do, or you can just needle turn it as you go. Okay. Someone said to me that I didn't realise why it was called needle turn. Well, it's called needle turn because you use your needle to turn that fabric as you go. And then we're going to slip stitch that on. Now, how do I know where that's going to go, Gem? How?
How do you know?
I don't know. I don't know. I know nothing this morning. I know nothing. Here we go. If you have got your copy paper, whip it out now. Whipsy whips it out now. Otherwise, what I would say to you is just mark on here. You can sort of bend it back. Just the corners of where that needs to be, like so. And then you can pop that there and you can needle turn around it, which I will happily do if I can actually find a needle. Oh look, this has even got some thread in. That's amazing.
Nice.
I know. Let me just tie that off.
Geraldine's just ordered her pattern and fabric. She
Good
says,
girl.
I will have it all then. I
Yay!
just need the time to start it.
If you not started it. Now look, this is the thing, and this is what I always have to say when I take this on the craft store, is that these demos stay up. You can fast forward through the birthday card stuff when you're watching again if you want. You know, we would understand what we're Gem.
Yes, of course.
We would understand, yeah.
Just watch the, functional stuff.
Yeah. So
But they're there forever.
They are there forever because we know that life doesn't just happen.
Gets in the way sometimes.
Do you know what? It really does. Really, really, really does. So I'm going to turn that under. If you can see. There we go. And then go in directly across and then up and just catch the side of that fabric. Okay. In directly in front and then along and up. Gosh, blimey, this needle is not a very sharp one. In, along and up on that folded edge of that fabric. and this is how, and you won't really see it. See if I can do this for you here. So I'm going to use my needle to turn that fabric under. Now you can, you know, when we've used, you can use, oh gosh, what's it called, Gem? Freezer paper with the leaves and stuff that are needle turned. That's always good.
Paper's back in stock now.
It is back in stock. We have it, yay! And that's absolutely fab. But because you've got your little scrap of H640 or whatever else it is that you've wanted to use on this, and that's absolutely fine. Use your needle or your fingers if need be. Just turn that under, and then can we see this? Are we actually in focus? Focus, focus, focus. In and up. So just catching that edge, and then go in directly opposite again, and then along underneath the fabric and up on that corner. And you can barely see any stitches along there, can you? And then as we come around this corner, you can either trim back that seam allowance or just tuck it under. And just use that needle to get whatever shape you want, hence needle turn, right? And so we're down, along and up, down, along and up. And away we go. Lose that in a second. And so you start to go, you can then start to go round your corner there. So that is how I'll do that. And that is the stitch that you will use to put everything down with. When you attach everything on, that's the stitch. That's going to look great. And that's just going to give these a little bit more floof, Gem.
Love some floof.
We do love some floof.
This whole quilt has those beautiful 3D elements to it, doesn't it?
Yeah, no, it really does. The other thing that you could do is use your Soline glue and just baste those on underneath before you even get to where you need to be. You can have those done. That's entirely up to you if you want to do it that way. What else do we need to do? Some of the bamboo leaves.
Oh, I think you've made some very, very, very happy customers out there.
What's that?
With this lovely discount you've done on these fabrics today.
Oh, good.
I see these orders coming in, and they're clearly very, very happy.
Vivi happy.
Yeah.
Well, we like Vivi happy.
Yeah. There's nothing like being able to add to your stash at a great price, is there? It makes for happiness, I feel. It
kind of does, doesn't it? It really kind of does. So, freezer paper. Why do we need freezer paper? Well, for many reasons. Do you know it's BPA free?
Very good.
I often wrap Emily's lunch in it.
Oh, really?
If she has like a little cheese roll
or
something like that.
Yeah.
I'll wrap it in this rather than use plastic.
Like no cling film, no. Yeah, you get it in cling film sometimes, don't you? BPA and.
Oof. Yeah.
Water bottles as well. Yeah. Old water bottles.
Yeah.
Often were made of BPA.
So this is just one of those really handy things to have in the house because you can use it. There's like a shiny side, and that's what you can use to wrap your meat and stuff in and keep it in the freezer. Hence why it's called freezer paper. But it's also able to be used for crafting. Okay. Now, what I would say is trace anything that you want onto here. So if you're going to use this, if we're going to do, say, this bit here or the top bit here. Let's look at this top bit here, shall we? Where is my pen? Where is my pen? I want to... Honestly...
I can see... Not the Soline pen.
I don't know if just a normal... No, we are.
Soline pen's there.
Yeah.
You need a normal one.
I just need a normal one.
Okay. I was going to say, because that Soline one's right next to you, so you really would be being quite blind if you couldn't see it.
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
Oh, you were being quite blind.
Quite blind. I've even got my glasses on, right? I have absolutely no excuse. Okay, now, here's the thing, right? You want to double that up. Absolutely, you want to double that up. So, pop that onto the next little bit.
Paper, scissors.
Paper, scissors, rock, paper, scissors. And then pop it in your Teflon pressing sheet. Everyone should have a Teflon pressing sheet. They really should. And pop it in there so that you've got shiny side up on both of them. So that shiny side will adhere to the non-shiny side on there. And what that does is just doubles the thickness of the freezer paper and makes it so much better to use. Fact, Gemma. Fact. Fact.
All the top tips today.
I know.
All the top
And then your big scissors again, but your paper scissors, and just try and move the paper. Don't do lots of short little choppy bits because you want it nice and smooth.
Nice big scissors for this.
Yeah.
Not little nippy snippies.
Now, if your scissor skills are dreadful, unlike my daughter who tells everyone that she can use scissors,
She is
I
actually
know how
pretty
to
good
use
with the old
scissors.
scissors. I think she was probably born wielding scissors.
I mean, it felt like it. Not gonna lie. There we go. So nice smooth edges. If that is not smooth enough for you, it is, and here's the clever bit, it is thick enough that you can smooth it down with a nail file. Clever,
We love
huh?
the multi-purpose items.
We do love multi-purpose items. So then you want to choose which fabric you're going to have for the main bit of your front, right, centre, whichever bit it is. Do you know what? I might use this. Bit of bumbleberries. What do you think?
I love a bumbleberry. You know me.
Oh no, hang on. What about Lisa? Oh, it's so tricky. I might go a bit of. Or do I? Or do I go? It's really hard to know, isn't it? Let's do this one. And so you're going to attach that onto there. Attach it. How can that be? Well, this is the beauty of the freezer paper. You just apply some heat again, and it all does a fabulous job. And then that will attach onto there. Oh, helps if I actually go up to the edge, doesn't it?
Claire Angelina's able to relate with the small child that thinks they know better than you, or equally as well as you on the crafting front. She says, "My Adam turns my machine on when I'm not looking. I'm fixing my socks."
Amazing. Great. Thanks. Step away. Yeah, so the UX8 has a lock function.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Julia's with us, late, bless her. She says, "Belated morning all. When the phone rings at 9:55.
What?
With a swearing emoji.
Yeah, how rude. How very, very rude.
How very dare they?
I know, right? Little snips will get you around your corners. Now you can and again we've shown this every time, Gemma, but it doesn't get old.
Yep.
Because in one of your kits, if you bought it from here, you will have gotten some flatter spray, a paintbrush, right, and a little paint pot. Now, the only reason that I say use your paint pot, because I think it was you said, why don't you just put it in the lid of the flatter? Well, of course, it's a safety lid, isn't it? So it's got a whopping great big hole in. I did
So
try.
helpful.
So annoying. So annoying. So this just really helps. Let me move that out of the way. Keep everything where it needs to be. So just put a little bit of your flatter spray onto your seam allowance. And just do it a little bit at a time.
This came with block 3, maple block.
Oh, there we go.
Paintbrush and the flatter and the pot.
And then you can manipulate it with your fingers, make sure that you've got it where you want it. Or if you've started in with your iron, then use, where is it? Your orange stick, your wooden orange stick. All of these came
all
in.
these multi-purpose items.
Well, I know, right? But that's just for when it gets really hot and you don't want to put your fingers on it. And then you will get lovely smooth edges. And again, we've shown this, I know, before, but I also know that a lot of you, Geraldine, haven't actually started these blocks yet. So sometimes I don't think that you can actually see this too many times before you actually start doing it for yourself, right? And it's with anything, isn't it? The more that you do it, the better you get at it. So again, we're just going to manipulate and just sweep the nose of your iron across it. But this is why 2 layers of your freezer paper, which is back in stock, is going to really help here. There we go. And what you'll see from that side is that it's lovely and smooth, which then means that when that, and if you get a bit that's not, there's one little bit there that's not, just go back in with your paintbrush if you need to, or just manipulate it from the top. And just get it exactly how you want it. And repress it from the top if it needs to be. There you go. So you can really go around your corners and have those beautifully done. And just snip into it as and when you need to. But if your fabric is wet, then you should, on this nice smooth line here, and as you start to go around those corners, snip in or fold the fabric if you want. It's entirely up to you, but you can, if you just sweep the nose of your iron over there, you can get that lovely smooth edge along there. There we go. So when you've gone all the way around there, you will then remove your freezer paper, and that's just a matter of pulling it off, and then you've got that to then place on and stitch down exactly as we did with those. Now, do you remember last month we did the leaves? Now this month's leaves are slightly larger, and you can trace them off here. If you wish, you can label them as well. It's entirely up to you. So you're going to want your template plastic, and let's just show you how to do one of these. So here's one of my lovely ones there. And again, and let's go with one of these Now, with this, with the leaves, you want to put your fabric right sides together, like so. And then put your template down, like that. Draw around it. And then you're going to sew on that line all the way around, leaving yourself a turning through gap, like so. So what I would say is, where's my voice? Take this to the sewing machine, pin it if needs be. All the rubbish out the way. If you've got an open toe machine, then great. Why am I not? What's going on? Why have I not? Oh, well, did I turn that off? Did I turn that off? Am I on? Here we go. So shorten that stitch length to like 1.4, 1.5, depending on your machine, forwards and backwards. If you've got the needle down, foot up function, then that's really helpful here. And then just follow that line around. What I would say is make sure that your needle is set in the middle of your foot so that it makes that really easy. You can trim back your fabric into a strip, by the way. I've got the whole shebang going on here. You get full fat quarters, by the way. I'm using the offcuts. And around we come. Okay, so then when you come to cut it out, you will cut it out with your seam allowance. So you've stitched, it's like making the Tilda toys. So you cut out including your seam allowance. And this is where you want to get your, what are they called, Gem? Forceps.
The ones.
And they're going to go in that gap up to the furthest corner, lock them off like that and pull through like so. Other end and pull through. And then get your pokey turny through thing and ease out all of those edges and give it a mighty good press. And what I would say is when you are giving it a press, turn under that seam allowance as much as you can there. Give it a good press. Hang on. My computer is going absolutely mad today. Do you know that, Gemma?
All the fun, isn't it?
It's all the fun. I can't switch anything.
Jane's Gray's Alexa was listening to you. When you said face down, her Alexa woke up and started playing a song called Down Down.
Wow. Okay. Okay. That's all the fun. Now here, if you want to be really precise, you can get your on one side, of course. Look, there's my line that I drew, so I can just sort of finger press that and use my iron, or you can needle turn it when you get to stitching these down and then match your top Again, this is where having something like your little stick is just so useful. Because you can then match that curve. Give it a press, little steam, and that is your leaf. And then you see you will, again, you'll stitch that down as you do the others, and that's going to look fabulous. Fabulous, fabulous, fabulous. I think that's about it, apart from the bamboo strips. We have covered these, like I say, in other ones. So I know that, you know, for some of you this is a little bit teaching grandmothers to suck eggs, but it is kind of important. So the very last thing just to cover is going to be the stems. So you, in the instructions, the first instructions that you come to, somewhere, Gem, all the papers, all the long way around, your bamboo branches. Okay. So given the bamboo branch a 3D look with creases or pleats as they would be in nature. So achieve this, cut a strip of your branch of fabric 3/4 of an inch wide on the bias. Okay. So you will have a fat quarter, so just cut diagonally. Like I say, I am using scraps. So what I'm going to do is use my ruler to find my 45-degree line there. And then spin that around. What do I want? 3/4 of an inch. 3/4 of an inch, Gem. Is there, and because it's on the bias, you want that wibbly wobbly bit. It's not often we say that, is it, that we want the wibbly wobbly bits, but we do. We really do. Gosh, I've made a mess here. Right, okay. Gonna need another needle, Gem. It's gonna happen. It's all right. I've probably got 18 hidden in here. Oh, look, there's one. Whether it's sharp, who knows? We will find out very jolly soon. I will do this in just a cheap white thread so that you can see it. At least I remember to put my glasses on today, which is an advantage over Hochanda the other day. Yeah. So what we now do is we are going to stitch up here, and again this can just be a little running stitch. I'm going to put a knot in the end here. And you draw on, again, you draw on your line with a what's it pen, Gem?
A what's it pen?
Yeah, a chalk pen.
That's the one.
So a running stitch along here. And then you see that will then flip over. And then you'll fold that over again to then give you that seam allowance for you to then come back down the other side when you've gone all the way up. And again, the stitch that you will do, you're going to go up, and like we did before, go down directly opposite, along and up, down into the black fabric directly opposite that stitch, along, catch that, fold and up. And so you're running stitch down one side, and then you are just doing that little invisible stitch to get that down. And so you can have that doesn't matter if that's wibbly wobbly, it just doesn't matter. That's how you want it to be. And they are all the techniques that you need in order to do this block. It's that easy. Pa, 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 pa. That easy. That's the one. Alrighty, so grab that. Make sure that if you wanted any of this as backing fabric or whatever, that you grab that and you make the most of that, because that is today only, and when it's gone, it's gone. This is the block for here. Next month, we're going to look at how to sash it and start to put everything together. Exciting. Gemma's frowning. What's the matter, Gemma?
Nothing.
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 Are you doing that maths again? Little bit. So yeah, I will see you tomorrow. Hang on, what is Jane doing tomorrow? What is Jane doing tomorrow?
Fabulous circles.
Oh, yes. Do join us tomorrow, because we do have something rather fabulous for you. Stay tuned tomorrow, 10 o'clock with Jane, and take good care of yourself, and we will see you then. Bye-bye.
Bye.